Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ashdian Nabi Misri, along with my fellow friends Fatima Bashira, Nura Aisha, and Zainatul Esmina. And today we would like to explain about chapter 2, which is a heat conduction. Next. First, we would like to describe the mechanism of heat conduction. Next. Conduction is one of the mechanisms of heat where it has a three criteria, namely conduction, convection, and radiation. Well, in this case, we will get to know more deeply about what mechanism of heat conditions are. Conduction is the transfer of the energy from the more energetic particles of a substance to the adjacent less energetic one as a result of interactions between the particles. What can be understood here? Conduction is a transfer of energy where particles that have a high energy to particles with less energy. As an example of a high energy, which is a light candle, and less energetic particles, which is a spoon. Originally, the temperature of a spoon was very cold, and when the temperature was placed on a burning candle for a few minutes, which is a light candle, the temperature has changed. This is because the transfer of energy has taken place where the particles with high energy, which is a burning candle, have transferred to the less energetic particles, which is the spoons. Conduction can take place in solids, liquids, or gases. Next. So next is the mechanism of heat conduction. There's three types of it, which is in gases, liquids, and solids, which is we have discussed. For gases and liquids, due to collision and diffusions of the molecules during their random motions. As for the solids, combination of vibration of the molecules in lattice and the energy transport by free electrons. Next.
Okay, from the video one is what material conduct by heat-based science experiments. So what is thermal conductivity? Thermal conductivity refers to the amount or speed of heat transmitted to a material. Heat transfer occurs at a higher rate across material of high thermal conductivity than those of low thermal conductivity. Next. Okay, so describe the thermal heat conductivity. In this experiment, when places the spoon in the boiling water, the water is moving fastly and the particle collide with the slow moving spoon particles. As a result of the collision between the water particles and spoon particles, the particles of the spoon begin to move faster and the metal spoon become hotter. As the metal spoon get hotter, the butter begin to melt and the bit slide down the spoon. Next. Based on the video, we observe the difference that's happened to the butter in each spoon. The butter on the metal spoon almost immediately melted away. The butter on the wooden spoon melted some. Meanwhile, the butter on the plastic spoon stay firm much longer. That's heat conduction at work. The heat was transferred by moving molecule within the spoons. Why did the bit slide down the metal spoon faster than the wooden spoon or plastic spoon? Metal is a good conductor of heat, while wood and plastic are good insulators. A conductor transfers thermal energy, which is heat, well, while an insulator does not transfer thermal energy, heat, well. The supplies needed is small glass bowl, 3 spoon which is wood, plastic and metal, butter, 3 bits and boiling water.
So for the video 2, heat transfer, conduction, burning balloon. So explain the situation that happened in video 2 and why balloon with water doesn't pop compared to balloon with air only. An instructor conducts experiment on balloon filled with air and water. When the balloon filled with air touches the flame, it bursts. However, the balloon that contains water does not burst upon touching the flame. Next, the balloon that contains water does not burst upon touching the flame. This is because the balloon filled with air bursts in the air expands quickly and does not absorb the heat from the rubber, which causes the rubber ball to stretch and eventually break to let the expanded air out.
The balloon having water and air does not burst. It is because water absorbs the heat from the rubber band, and through convection current, it carries the heat away from the rubber, while cold water replaces the resin water. Next. Thank you.